Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily English, the place where learning English is simple, practical, and actually fun. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sarah. We are so happy that you are joining us today, whether you are listening while drinking coffee, traveling, studying, or simply relaxing after a busy day. Welcome. Before we get started, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a daily lesson.
Yes, please do. Subscribing helps our amazing community grow and keeps your English practice on track every single day. Today, we're talking about something that almost every English learner experiences.
Yes, something that can be confusing and sometimes even frustrating.
You can understand English.
You can watch English videos.
You can listen to English podcasts. But when it is your turn to speak,
Suddenly, your mind becomes completely empty.
you know the words,
You know the grammar.
but the words do not come out.
Have you ever experienced this?
I think millions of English learners have felt this exact moment.
Today, we are going to discuss an interesting question. Are you a listening learner or a speaking learner?
We will explore the difference between people who improve English mainly through listening and people who improve through speaking practice.
And remember, this is not a classroom lecture.
This is a real English conversation.
So relax, listen naturally, and learn English with us.
Sarah, let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who understands English very well but cannot speak?
Oh, yes, many times. Actually, this is one of the most common situations among English learners.
Why do you think this happens?
Because understanding and speaking are two different skills.
Exactly. Many learners spend years watching movies, listening to songs, and reading English content.
Their brain collects thousands of English words and sentences.
But they rarely practice producing those words.
It's like having a kitchen full of ingredients, but never cooking a meal.
I love that example. You have vocabulary, you have grammar, you have knowledge, but you need practice to use it.
Let me share a story. I once met a student named Emma. Emma had studied English for 5 years. She could understand podcasts, she could understand YouTube videos, she could even understand native speakers talking quickly.
That sounds impressive.
It was, but one day she had a chance to speak with a foreign visitor. The visitor asked, "How was your weekend?" And Emma just froze.
Oh no.
She smiled and said, "Weekend, good." That was all.
But she knew much more than that.
Exactly. Later, she told me, "I know English inside my head, but I cannot bring it outside."
That sentence describes many learners.
Yes, the problem was not intelligence. The problem was lack of speaking practice.
Let's talk about listening learners. What exactly is a listening learner?
A listening learner is someone who improves English mainly by hearing the language. They listen to podcasts, conversations, movies, audiobooks, and videos.
And honestly, listening is extremely important.
Absolutely. Before babies speak their first words, they listen for months.
They hear sounds, they recognize patterns, they understand meaning.
English learners need the same foundation.
Listening helps you improve pronunciation, vocabulary, natural expressions, sentence patterns, understanding real English.
For example, textbooks might teach, "I am very tired."
But real conversations often sound like, I'm exhausted, I'm worn out, I'm so tired today.
Listening teaches you how people actually communicate.
This is why listening practice is one of the fastest ways to improve English.
But there is one problem.
What is that?
Some learners only listen.
Ah, yes. They listen for years, but avoid speaking because they are afraid.
They think, "One day, when my English is perfect, I will start speaking."
But that day never comes.
Now let's talk about speaking learners.
Who are they?
Speaking learners believe that practice creates improvement. They speak from the beginning, even with mistakes.
Some people are afraid of this. They think, what if I make mistakes?
But mistakes are part of learning. A child learning their first language makes thousands of mistakes.
Nobody says, stop speaking until your grammar is perfect.
Exactly. Imagine a child saying, "I goed to school."
Parents usually smile and correct them. They do not say, you are terrible at language.
So why are adults so harsh with themselves?
Because adults are afraid of judgment.
That is very true. A speaking learner understands something important. Confidence comes after practice, not before practice.
That is a powerful sentence. Let's repeat. Confidence comes after practice, not before practice. Now, I want everyone listening to think about this. Which type are you? Are you mostly a listening learner or a speaking learner?
Maybe you are someone who watches English videos every day but rarely speaks.
Maybe you save English lessons but never practice them.
Maybe you understand everything but feel nervous when talking.
Or maybe you speak a lot but need more listening practice.
Both types have strengths.
Listening learners usually have better understanding.
Speaking learners usually have more confidence.
The best English learners combine both
They listen like a student.
and speak like a communicator.
So, Alex, what is the ideal balance?
I would say 50% listening, 50% speaking.
That sounds simple.
Yes. For example, listen to an English podcast for 20 minutes. Then speak about what you heard for 5 minutes.
You can explain the topic. You can summarize the story. You can share your opinion.
This simple exercise connects your listening ability with your speaking ability.
Let's give an example. Imagine today's topic is habits. You listen to "Small habits create big changes." Then you speak, "I think small habits are important because..."
You are training your brain to create English sentences. Another big problem for English learners is translation.
Yes, many learners think in their first language, translate into English, and then speak.
The result? Slow speaking
Stress.
and fear.
Instead, try to build direct connections.
For example, when you see water, think water, not your native language first.
When you feel hungry, think, "I'm hungry."
Small steps create English thinking.
Let's practice a short conversation. Imagine Alex and I are meeting after a long day.
Okay. Sarah, how was your day?
My day was pretty good. I was busy, but I learned something new today.
Really? What did you learn?
I learned that small improvements are better than waiting for perfection.
That's a great lesson.
Now, listeners, notice something. This conversation is simple.
You do not need advanced vocabulary to communicate.
You need practice.
Sarah, I think many learners need to hear this.
I agree.
Your English level does not define your intelligence.
Making mistakes does not mean you are bad at English.
Feeling nervous does not mean you cannot improve.
Every confident English speaker was once a beginner.
Every fluent speaker once made their first mistake.
So be patient with yourself.
Learning a language is not a race.
It is a journey.
We have a challenge for everyone.
For the next 7 days, speak English for 5 minutes every day.
Talk about your day.
Describe your room.
Explain your plans.
Talk about your favorite movie.
Don't worry about mistakes.
Your goal is not perfection.
Your goal is communication.
If you're listening today and you feel frustrated with your English, remember this.
You are improving, even when progress feels slow.
Every word you learn,
Every sentence you speak, every mistake you correct.
it's building your future English ability.
Don't be only a listener.
Don't be only a speaker.
Become a complete English learner.
Listen more,
Speak more
practice every day.
and believe in yourself.
Let's create a simple daily routine. Imagine someone has only 30 minutes a day. What should they do?
I would divide it like this. First 15 minutes, listen. Listen to an English podcast, conversation, or story.
Next 10 minutes, speak. Talk about what you heard. Share your opinion. Summarize the idea.
Last 5 minutes, review vocabulary. Choose 3 useful phrases. Use them in your own sentences.
That sounds realistic.
Yes, the best routine is not the hardest routine. The best routine is the one you can continue. I want to say something to everyone listening. Maybe you tried speaking English before, and someone corrected you. Maybe someone laughed. Maybe you felt embarrassed. But please remember, one bad experience does not decide your future.
A mistake today can become confidence tomorrow.
The person who speaks English confidently in the future is the same person who is nervous today. The difference is They continued.
They practiced.
They didn't wait to become perfect. They became better by trying.
We have already discussed two important types of English learners, the listening learner and the speaking learner.
We learned that listening builds understanding and speaking builds confidence. But now the big question is, how can we combine both skills and create the perfect English learning system?
Exactly, because the goal is not only to understand English, the goal is to communicate.
Alex, have you heard about the 80-20 rule?
Yes, it is the idea that a small number of actions create a large amount of results.
For English learners, this means focusing on activities that actually improve communication.
For example, you can spend hours memorizing hundreds of random words, or you can learn useful phrases that you actually use in conversations.
Exactly. Instead of learning beautiful, interesting, important, learn complete expressions. That sounds interesting. That's a great idea. I completely agree with you.
Because real conversations are made of phrases, not individual words.
This is one of the biggest changes a learner can make. Many students collect vocabulary lists in their native language
But when they speak, they cannot use those words.
because words alone are not enough. Your brain needs examples.
For example, don't only learn opportunity. Learn, I got an amazing opportunity. I don't want to miss this opportunity. This opportunity can change my future.
Now your brain understands how to use the word.
Let's create a realistic routine. Imagine you are a busy person. You work, you study, you have responsibilities. Maybe you only have 30 minutes every day. What should you do?
Here is my suggestion. First 10 minutes. Listen. Listen to natural English. It can be podcasts, interviews, stories. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Your brain is adapting. Next 10 minutes, repeat.
This is the shadowing technique.
Exactly. Listen to a sentence, repeat it. Copy the pronunciation and emotion. Example, I've been learning English for 6 months. You repeat, I've been learning English for 6 months.
This improves your speaking muscles.
Now use English yourself. Talk about your day. Explain your opinion. Describe something around you.
For example, I woke up early today. I had a busy morning. I learned something new.
Simple sentences are powerful. Now let's do a small practice conversation. Listen carefully. Notice the phrases we use. How was your day?
Hi, Sarah. My day was pretty busy, but it was good.
Really? What made it busy?
I had several meetings, and I also spent some time studying English.
That's great. What are you focusing on?
I'm trying to improve my speaking skills because I understand English well, but sometimes I struggle to express myself.
I think many learners have the same problem.
Yes, I know many words in my mind, but using them in a real conversation is difficult.
The best solution is practice. You don't need perfect English. You need regular English.
I completely agree. Small practice every day creates big improvement. Now, let's look at some useful phrases from that conversation.
First phrase, I struggle to express myself.
This means I find it difficult to explain my thoughts. Example, I struggle to express myself in English.
Second phrase, I completely agree.
This is a natural way to say, yes, I have the same opinion.
Third phrase, small practice creates big improvement.
A simple but powerful sentence.
Now we want to give our listeners a challenge, a simple 7-day challenge.
Are you ready?
For the next 7 days, spend only 10 minutes speaking English. That's it.
Day 1. Introduce yourself. Say, my name is, I live in, I am learning English because.
Day 2, describe your daily routine.
Day 3. Talk about your favorite movie or book.
Day 4, explain your future goals.
Day 5. Talk about something you learned.
Day 6, describe a happy memory.
Day 7. Talk about what changed during this challenge.
Remember, the goal is not perfect grammar. The goal is training your speaking ability.
Sarah, I think there is another important lesson here.
Yes, many people depend on motivation. They say, I will practice when I feel motivated.
But motivation changes. Some days you feel excited. Some days you feel tired.
But successful learners create habits. They practice even on normal days.
Because progress is created by consistency, not by occasional effort.
Think about brushing your teeth. You don't wait for motivation, you simply do it.
English practice can become the same, a normal part of your day.
Before we finish today's episode, I want to speak directly to everyone learning English. Maybe you are listening today and thinking, my English is not good enough. Other people are better than me. I started late. Please remember, everyone starts somewhere.
The person who speaks English confidently today once struggled with simple sentences.
The person who understands movies today once needed subtitles.
The person who speaks without fear today once felt nervous too.
The difference is not that they were special. The difference is that they continued.
Your English journey is not a competition. You don't need to compare yourself with someone who has been learning for 10 years.
Compare yourself with yesterday's version of you. Did you learn one new phrase? Good. Did you listen for 5 minutes? Good. Did you speak one sentence? Amazing.
Every small action is building your future.
One word becomes a sentence. One sentence becomes a conversation. One conversation builds confidence.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Daily English.
We hope this episode helped you understand the difference between listening learners and speaking learners.
Remember, don't only listen, don't only study, use English.
Listen, practice, speak, improve.
If you enjoyed this real English conversation, don't forget to subscribe to Daily English for more easy English podcasts and listening practice.
And leave a comment. What type of learner are you? A listening learner? A speaking learner?
Keep learning, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode of Daily English.